Hello everyone, let us see how you can create conditional based calculations in MiniApp. So this is a registration form for an event, and I have also shared the template of this MiniApp so you can clone it in your account directly. Now in this form, you can see that there are multiple fields: name, father's name, district, WhatsApp number, and the user will now select the number of packs that are coming to the event in one form. So in this case, they are giving four options, that is 1, 2, 3, and 4. So this is a drop down field as number of packs, and here ID and title both I have kept as 1. That is numeric. So in this case 2, in this case 3, and the next is 4. After this, when user clicks on continue, he or she is going to the next screen, that is visitor details. Now in the visitor details screen, we are going to take data of each visitor or each person who is registering. Here, if someone registers for 1 packs, he'll see only these fields: full name, gender, date of birth, and stay required. After this, if they enter 2 packs, then only these fields will be shown. So please understand that only for the input components you can hide the visibility of the components. For content components, that is title, heading, body, you cannot hide it. So here as this is a text field, text input component, here in the visibility I have set the conditional option as, from here you can see, from the number of packs. So in the first screen, the number of packs is greater than or equal to 2. So if someone is clicking 2 or more packs, only then this option will be shown. Same thing for the next, all these 3 options. Now in the full name option, in the third person, the condition is if someone selects number of packs as greater than or equal to 3, and now 4. So in this case the condition is equal to 4 because the maximum option is 4. Now one very important thing, by default WhatsApp doesn't offer any line component, and you can have only maximum 3 images in a single screen. So to segregate each of this individual data, what you can do is you can have a body component or a caption component with dotted lines, say maybe 20 or 30 dots. What I have done, because I only require 3 lines, so we have put up an image here, and this particular image is nothing but just a gradient, and I have kept the height as 2 and width as 300 here. So it would appear as a line, but in actual it's an image. Now you can have only up to 3 images like this. If I would have, if the client would have asked me that they need 6% detail, then I would have used body option with like 10 or 20 dots to segregate person 1 data from person 2. Now one very important field here is the stay required field. If the user is selecting stay required yes, then we are going to charge them 2500 rupees, and if no, then 750 rupees. So this extra data 2500 is mentioned in the extra data. If I would have entered in the description, you can see that it would have come down just below the title of the drop down field. So for now it is being added to the extra data. Now again, on clicking continue, user will get navigated to go to summary. Now in case of the summary field, here we are doing certain calculations: the total number of packs, the number of packs that require stay, the number of packs that don't require stay, and what is the total payable amount. So now here we require certain conditional calculations. So what you need to do is you can easily use ChatGPT to write your logic, and this should be your prompt. If a equals to 1, you can have the value as 100. If a equals to 2, have the value as 200, else 3. So it is basically an if else component, a being our field there. So write this logic for ternary operator for JavaScript. Now in case a is a text, the formula changes, so you need to ensure that you write your correct logic here. So let me write a correct logic that if a equals to, say for example, stay 1, that is the stay of first person, equals to yes, then I want the value to be 2500. And if stay of first person equals to no, then I want the value as 750, else I want the value as 0. So either it will be stay yes, stay no, or the field might not exist at all. So this is my logic that require, sorry, if it is second person, third person, fourth person, then it would be 0. Now when you send this to ChatGPT, it will write the formula. Now this is the formula here. You don't have to, copy this part. You can ignore this. You need to copy this part from it, and you need to replace stay with the field variable. Now let us make it a bit more complex. If stay 1, stay 2, stay 3. Now we are closing this in bracket, plus if stay 2 and again stay 2, because we have 4 person fields, right? Plus stay 3 and plus stay 4. So now this will actually complete our entire formula, because we have 4 individual person fields. Some people might select the option to stay, some might select that they don't want to stay. And if the users are less, I mean if it is only 2%, then in that particular scenario, the value added should be 0 to the total sum. So now here what we need to do is we need to copy this part and take it to our mini app, change this from here, and now replace this stay 1 with the visitor details option stay required. So if the stay required is yes, then 2500. If stay required is of person 1, again no, that you can see here, then 750, else 0. Now, like this you need to replace for all the fields from here, and this is again the same formula that we saw here. So once you do this, what will happen, that, and now this needs to be done on the same screen where you want to show this. So once you have created this data source, what you can do is, now this is a text body field, and you can enter the value from here, from, one second, registration form summary. Oh, yeah, sorry, from the history here. Now I'm sorry, I missed one important part. What you need to do is, because you need the answer to be mappable here, what you need to do is you need to first do a simple test run like 4 plus 4 maybe. And what you can do is, one second, yeah, four plus 4, run and save. Now why you need to do run and save? So that you get this output here. You need to map this in the text field. Now again you enter your formula and then click on save. Don't click run on save because it doesn't have any actual values. Now when you're mapping here, you'll have the option in the history. Now these 3 history, these are 3 calculated fields that I have created. So number of packs without stay, here I am simply entering this, so it will map from here. So summarizing again, you so summarizing again, you need to create the data stores here on the same screen. The formula you can generate, you can generate from ChatGPT, and you need to write your logic here, enter your field name here, and then you need to replace it as a variable from the previous screen. and you can note this down, write this logic for ternary operator for JavaScript. So you'll get this formula. This is your final formula, and you need to replace this. When you paste it here, you need to replace this from the field, replace it, yes. And once this is done, then your dynamic calculations will start working. So I'm sharing the same mini app template. If you see the formulas directly, they might appear to be quite complex. Sorry, yeah, this formulas here, they might appear to be quite complex, but they are not. They are simply logics replaced with the dynamic field from previous screens. Thank you.